No cheers for football. According to CBS NFL analyst Charlie Casserly, the league sent out a memo last week telling all 32 teams their cheerleaders cannot warm up, stretch, or do anything in front of the visiting team's bench that might distract the players before the game. It seems some teams were specifically telling their cheerleaders to do just that, so the visitors would be too preoccupied to pay attention to their coach's pregame instructions. Patti, what's the problem here? Isn't this just part of having that home field advantage?
Absolutely. I mean, I cannot believe the NFL is actually banning this. But, I mean, my question is, coaches, don't they get paid a lot of money? I mean, and I'm picturing them scouring the films and trying to come up with these brilliant plays. And which coach came up with, I've got it. We'll just have them shake their booty in front of the other team. Then we'll definitely win the game. I mean, tell me it wasn't the Jets.
Exactly. Why don't they do that during golf? Bill, shouldn't players be able to control themselves and pay attention to their coaches? This is their problem, not the cheerleaders' problem.
Well, absolutely, Greg. And it's also unbelievable strategy. I mean, these players are clearly getting distracted. It's working. And this is just the NFL at its worst yet again. I mean, also, this is such an obvious strategy. It's been parodied in movies like Unnecessary Roughness, The Replacements, Cheerleader Sluts from Mars. You name it. It's already been done.
Kevin, why don't Brits have cheerleaders at your boring soccer matches?
Because it's boring. I hate soccer as well, so I'm not going to disagree with you. If we had cheerleaders, I would watch soccer, and I think they possibly could be the greatest American export that we could take from your great nation. Bring on the cheerleaders.
Alison?
Other than that, I don't care.
What should home teams do now in order to psych out the visitors if they can't do that?
Well, I used to play tennis, and I know it's different because I was a little kid, and this is the NFL, but I think they could do what we did, which is to take the heads of the other team and put them on sticks around the field. Or start a mumble campaign, whispering that freaks people out.
That's good, too. Earthquake, though, isn't this just another example of the NFL standing for the No Fun League?
I'm upset now. Now the Redskins are never going to win a game. That used to be our secret weapon. Send the cheerleaders out there. Send some, you know, some hookers to the other team. All that kind of stuff.
Exactly. Hookers the night before.
It was offensive that they had them all dressed like Sacagawea, though. I thought that was uncalled for.
All right, we got to move on. Who's up for some pie? What about pie made from news? News pie with whipped cream. Does the U.S. sacrifice heavy petting for interneting? According to a new survey of 1,000 Americans, 15% say they can't go a day without logging on. Meanwhile, 20% claim they spend less time having sex due to online surfing. I sent a reporter out to find out more. When he didn't come back, I sent Bill Schulz.
So a new study says that 15% of Americans can't go a day without logging out of the internet. Are you in that category?
Yeah, I definitely am.
I can go in my life without the internet.
And are you in that category?
Yes.
What's so great about the internet? Why is it better than the real world?
It's not about the real world. It is the real world.
It just keeps you in touch with people.
I guess just connecting to friends. Now we've kind of lost touch with communicating by phone and in person, so I think it's just a way to stay in touch.
You can get all sorts of information. Anything you need is on the internet. It's available. News, entertainment, whatever you need.
Kind of off the topic, but can I bum a cigarette?
Never, no.
Has the internet adversely affected your sex life?
With me, no, it's not true. It doesn't affect my sex life.
Only people that happen with is with the guys that have no girls.
No, obviously not.
Have you ever checked out cownalingus.com? It's basically cows giving each other oral sex.
No.
It's a good site. You should bookmark it. But isn't online porn a lot better than the real thing sometimes?
I don't look at porn. Sorry.
Yeah, boy, you should be apologizing. You're the first person today we've talked to who doesn't. What's the nastiest thing you saw on the internet in the past week?
The past week, a 900-pound man cut out of his house with a forklift.
We actually ran that story last week.
I don't know, some woman like going under a horse and like the horse took a crap on her. A woman having sexual intercourse with a horse.
Have you ever gone on to greggutfeldsabs.org?
No.
It is horrifying. Check it out. Have you ever been on womenwithwieners.org? It's my favorite site.
No.
I recommend bookmarking.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Have you ever been on JohnGibsonShirtless.org?
No.
It's unbelievable. The man works out. You should check it out.
Okay, great. I shall.
Julie Banderas, can I ask you a couple quick questions?
Not
about
right
the
now.
internet?
No, I actually am a little busy. I'm preparing for a show.
2 seconds.
No, seriously, I'm actually really busy. Please, Bill.
I hate you, woman.
Whatever. Now that's what I call a big story.
That's fantastic.
Gibson works out, Greg.
Yeah, love
you
that.
Should take a lesson.
Hey, can you explain to me more what the term book marketing means?
It's something I'm working on. I market bookmarks, and it's coming to a website near you.
Book marketing, very nice.
You of all people should not
I
be
hope
making
you
fun of me
registered
for that.
all these domain names that you just gave out, because you're going to make some serious money if you
I
did.
would like to say I came up with cowalingus on the spot right there. I was
Really?
proud of myself.
That's
I did.
definitely, you're a poet, that's for sure.
Who doesn't know?
What do you think, Kevin? Do you think that sex is just overrated and that it should just be all internet from now on?
Oh, don't be ridiculous.
Especially when you have
man.
blogs like the Daily Gut.
Just because your entire life is surrounded by your laptop and pornography doesn't mean that the rest of us in the real world don't appreciate the real thing.
But you know what? I was half joking. But Patti, don't you think the web has turned people into antisocial worms, only out for their own easy self-gratification?
Well, you say that like it's a bad thing, right?
I was describing my life.
No, seriously. I mean, if you're smart, the two don't have to be, mutually exclusive.
Absolutely.
Sex and the internet, you combine them. It's much better than actually, interacting with human beings.
That's what webcams are for.
Exactly.
Alison, do you have a webcam?
No, and first of all, I just want you to know that I was going to make fun of Bill for book marketing. And second, I think this study, if I'm like an example, then yes, this study is totally true. I would much rather be on the internet than deal with people.
Doing what on the internet?
What?
Doing what on the internet?
Checking the weather.
There you go. Let's move on to something even more exciting. 60 Minutes actually covered a story that didn't make me switch to a Facts of Life rerun over the weekend. Morley Safer investigated whether California's medical marijuana legislation has gone too far. In one hidden camera bit, patients waiting for weed were recorded joking about the lies they tell their doctor. Then they proceeded to successfully get pot prescriptions for dry skin, hair loss, and foot pain due to high-heeled shoes. Earthquake. What do you think about this? Do you think medical marijuana is a good thing?
Yes, Lord. I am a patient. I tried Prozac and I wanted to kill everybody in the world. Went back to pot and I'm healed.
Now, have you ever gone to any of these, what do you call them, dispensaries? Is that what they're called?
Yes, I have it delivered.
Really?
Proposition 215, I love it. I even got a tattoo of it. It's the best legislation ever passed.
Kevin,
I love it.
Kevin, does California pot laws offend or delight your British sensibilities?
I think it's fantastic. I'm very, very enthused by California's outward thinking on all this. I mean, but, Americans will find ways to improvise around it and use it for non-medicinal purposes. I mean, it's like when New York banned smoking, Greg decided to chew marijuana instead of smoking it, so it's improvising.
That is not true. Alison, when will America realize that the only danger pot presents is to future Dorito rations?
Never, ever. But also, high heels are really painful. High heels are really painful. That was one of the bogus reasons that people need it,
That's exactly why Bill is getting his medical marijuana. All right. We got to move on. Still to come in the next 30 minutes, Andrew Levy's halftime report, which he will perform while only wearing a leather thong.